The floor effect this time is that you take damage for every 5 turns the enemy gets. Luckily, we can bypass this effect by stunning the enemies and making sure they don't take any turns. So we want to use espers that can stun all of the enemies. We want to build everyone as fast as possible to keep all of the enemies locked down. First up, we use Long Mian with his speed lead, freeze, speed break, and AP reduction. Next up, we're using Pritzker, who's the best stunner in the game and can put the enemy skills on cooldown. And then we use one of my favorites, Anki Chai, who just makes everyone better at their jobs by reducing their cooldowns. Then we actually use Sahua, who helps with Anki Chai's cooldown, as well as having single target heals. And lastly, we're using Flower Girl for some good AoE damage, as well as some utility. The team is rather basic, so there's a number of substitutions that are available. As I mentioned, we want a lot of AoE stuns, or freezes in that case. Now the team is really solid, and Pritzker is amazing for putting them on cooldown as well. From this point, you want to target whoever hasn't been stunned, or whoever is going to take a turn next, but you do want to save your skills for the next wave. Now for this wave, you're going to do the same as you did for the last one. You're going to stun everyone that you can, and target anyone who is about to take a turn. And the second wave is simple enough. Just make sure to save your skills for this boss fight. Now there are some actual threats in this fight, particularly the Red Twin. He can actually defense break you and surprisingly kill one of your espers. You should also be pretty wary of Gaia, who can stun your entire team as well as reduce their entire AP gauge. Luckily, there are enough stuns and freezes and AP reduction on this team that you really don't have to do too much except focus on the threats and leave the boss alone. Now keep in mind you can never actually stun a Temporal Tower boss, so after enough turns have passed, the floor mechanic will damage one of your espers. And that wraps it up. I'll have videos for the rest of the tower coming out soon enough. Thank you for watching.